expecting from this game.
Okay, the numbers say
For the first time.
Yeah, no, this is very much favored to the Ghouls. And the reason why is because a lot of what SYS is doing are little bits and pieces of aggression. And if you're able to bite down, pick off one with the Franco's Bloody Hunt, then you're off to the races. And with that said, you're even able to close the gap and minimize your margin of error by putting one of your targets inside another one of your chunkier heroes, like the Martis or the Arlo. So with that said, I think the Burmese Ghouls are onto something here. It's a good combination of their learnings from game 1 and 2.
Well, let's see whether they completely downloaded the men from SYS, as these boys are going to be playing match point for SYS, currently on the blue side, up against the Burmese Ghouls on the red side.
All right, let's see how things go. MP the King on the Lancelot should be fun to watch. Lancelot, we've seen it here and there. Definitely hasn't been the most important pick, but definitely still possibly viable, especially in the hands of MP.
Okay, already I'm noticing a little bit of a change in SYS' tempo. They're not as aggressive towards Nico. If anything, they're sending Boxy to go ahead and bother Stitch. So Blink here to the rescue, looking at the emblem game so far. Yeah, for the most part, I think SYS have tempered their speed. They're not rocking as many Wilderness Blessings, so it shows that maybe, just maybe, Felix is ready to go toe-to-toe with Arlott. Maybe he wants to keep Carbon in his lane.
That's actually kind of interesting here. I mean, so far you're expecting both roams in this case, if you aren't seeing those types of Wilderness Blessings come out in that sense, to be pretty much sitting in this lane for the majority of the time, right? You know, babysitting for as long as possible. If aggression is going to come in, it's probably through the mid lane, and even so, it's an Angela. It's hard to trade against.
Not only that, but they're doing the old 2-1-1, making sure, I think that could be very helpful. Blink staying down in the gold lane. Stitch needs to have a good game for once. They need to try to slow Kusei down. I think it's important if they want to try to take this long haul. King, though, coming and getting some nice damage on Nico. Are they going to try to force this? King taking a tower shot to the face. Carbon maybe trying to re-engage here. Nice shot onto Felix. Lina looking for the stun. Felix is able to dash away, though. Both teams going to probably disengage.
Pretty sustainable duo up top. Again, the spell vamp from Carbon and then Lina's love waves. And with just enough time, can he make it? Nico.
Oh, and MP King is kind of low, but Ra's not going to let him get close. Not at all, man. I mean, nicely done overall, but I feel that, especially when it comes down to this particular turtle, the very first turtle of the game, it's not that big of a deal, right? Blinkx, at that point in time, wasn't even level 4, right? And you need that Bloody Hunt to really make a difference in these games because you can you can force resources out of the side of SYS just to deny it or stop it.
That's right. Besides the Iron Hook, the Bloody Hunt is the X factor here. And the fact that there's no Purifies from SYS, all the more makes those hooks big ticket catches. So even like Boxy, if you're able to catch Boxy, despite him being the roamer, I'd say it's worth it. Bite down. Give your team that small lead so you can turn inches into miles.
All right.
How far can they actually go with this, Trex? Like, I feel like at a certain point there is a boiling point even.
Well, I mean, right now it feels good for Burmese Ghouls. For once, see you soon. You know, it's a 0-0 kill game right now, and from the looks of how the past 2 games have been, that is already a win for Burmese Ghouls.
That's right.
If they can get into the 7-minute mark, like, yes, they have this smartest where you normally want to get kills, but even if you don't and you just kind of keep things simple into the first 10 minutes, it's feeling good for Burmese Ghouls.
That's right. Even is winning for the case of Burmese Ghouls. Up until the late game, where you can start testing SYS' patience, see how they are outside of their comfort zone. Looking at the item game so far, not much of a lead on to Kusei. You see, though, that MP the King is slightly ahead of Nico, and it's the same story between Felix and Carbon. But the thing is, Carbon's okay. Carbon can play very low to the ground. He just needs to get in that big final slash.
I don't know for how long, because it looks like it's a pretty solid freeze coming in from Sorry I'm Felix on that top side, right? And now he's going to hard push it in just to make sure that he's ready to participate for the upcoming turtle fight.
I love the way that everyone's kind of covered too with Burmese Ghouls. Lina keeping tabs on Nico. We have Blinks keeping tabs onto Stitch, making sure that SYS isn't going to get any of those early game ganks, but now, second turtle of the game, Nico taking a little bit of damage. Heart guard does come on. Box of the King able to get the way of the dragon, and Nico goes down. Nice suppression onto Felix. Can they get the final hit? MP the King able to take the turtle, but Lena finds Felix. It's a 1-for-1, but the turtle does fall to see you soon.
Ooh, down bottom. Kusei almost winning a 1v1 against Stitch. Something to note, Raw actually stole it first, the Iron Hook, or rather the Bloody Hunt, and then they got the initiative. They actually went in first.
Oh.
Man, what does Raw not do?
Are always trying to do something.
What does Raw not do?
He's just so brave. I mean, that's as much as I can say right now, right? Because Stitch somehow was still getting dragged through the mud here. Kusei is ahead of him, and that's not what I was expecting to see, especially with the life difference between the two. Even so, we look back at the items and we see the final War Axe being built, coming in from that Lancelot. We don't know whether he's going to go tank slot or at least semi-fighter, a semi-fighter build or full assassin, because I feel like he can't necessarily go full assassin this game.
Yeah, no, he has to build hybrid, and again, sometimes you start off with damage and then you go from there, seeing what the tempo is like. But with See You Soon, about 1,000 gold ahead now at 6 minutes. Oh, and MP's just pushing the advantage, man. He understands. I'm just waiting to see if this was indeed a Molten Essence.
Blinks needs to start landing hooks at some point. Yes, you can miss 99% of them, but I think at some point he has to start landing something. I do think the targets that he's trying to land them on right now, because he's hanging on the gold lane, King and Kusei are not going to be easy. They're both very dashy, but now Felix, finally, the gank happens. Stitch goes down first. Felix able to walk away safely, and these are the plays that I keep talking about. See You Soon, always smothering one of the side lanes.
Oh, man. I mean, it's not only just that. BlinkX, I mean, he keeps getting stopped in his tracks. Like, BlinkX is looking for a key target to lock down underneath the turret, but they just don't let him. They just stun him up, take away Stitch, and then rinse and repeat.
And they're going to do that to Nico.
Nico under the tower. He's going to have to get out of there. Finally, a hook lands. Nice suppression. King still able to flicker away, and how do they counter? Raw finds two. Kusei able to take the tower as well. Disgusting.
It's a Raw branded Decimate. They get punished. You see that? It's the Ghouls who get the hook, Ghouls who get the bite, but See You Soon understand the tempo of aggression so well.
That's a lot of damage.
Whoa, where did his life go? Holy, he got the flicker out of there, and now he's invading the jungle at this point with Stitch stealing away a tier 1 up on top side. I mean, right now, See You Soon, they're just punishing the Burmese Ghouls. Too slow on the call, we're gonna hurt you. Lock down on the call, and you're standing still, we're gonna punish you. Do anything out in broad daylight, we're gonna hurt you.
Literally, whatever you do, we hurt you. That's
breathe.
Don't you breathe.
Buy an
Ghouls.
item. Oh no, and that's the thing, is because what's happening now, at least the evidence is in the pudding. Burmese Ghouls are playing super reactive. Burmese Ghouls are setting up for little things that allow for them to make it to the late game, but See You Soon aren't even thinking of the late game.
All right, King. Putting the feelers out right there. A little bit of a conceal play.
Boxy.
3.5K gold lead once again. Lord up in about 60 seconds.
I don't know if it's too late to actually press on the clutch and have the Ghouls play aggressive. I don't know if the difference is already that big.
Hold on, King might have overextended there. Nice vital slash from Carbon. Felix finally taking some damage. The decimation lands. Nico on the chase. Oh, nice suppression. They find Kusei. This is a good win for the side of Burmese Ghouls. Still at a low on the gold, but finally they come out on top in something.
That's a start. But again, is that not a product of See You Soon staying a little too long, doing a good nothing in that top lane?
I mean, a lot of it just comes down to, hey, I mean, you didn't punish us the last time, I might as well try it again until you do, right?
Yeah. Gonna get this? Is the King gonna get this? No, the love waves come in, able to heal up Carbon.
Oh, and here we go now. The Burmese Ghouls finding a little bit of a silver lining, going for the capitalization, taking down that tier 2.
Oh, big kick on it, Blinks. Raw there along with Felix. Nice kill for Raw. That's gonna put them. They respond so quick, and if they want, they can take that tower in just a second. Lord up. Kusei gonna start working on that as the King zones away Stitch. Carbon trying to keep tabs, trying to keep vision. Nico there as well, but it's a 2v5. They really want to try to force this, make it a 3, but still might not be enough. Nico already taking a lot of damage. Heartguard switches from Stitch to Nico to Stitch. Who do you pick in this situation? Garvin goes in, a lot of damage onto the King, but still the King finds it. Nico forced to back off. Felix low. See you soon, still controlling the game.
That was a delicious animation cancel final slash, but the follow-up just wasn't there. It was lacking damage was Stitch, and again, even if there was an Angela inside you, it's just not the kind of damage you're looking for.
Yeah, they needed to make a decision on what they wanted to do there. It felt like the team was a little split. Others were thinking about, hey, maybe we could start taking space, walking up, but others were still thinking, hey, housekeeping needs to be done, and maybe we can capitalize on the waves that push down from mid as well as bot side. A call needs to be made, but let's see on the defense. Oh,
nice final slash. A little bit of damage on Akuse, able to get the kill. Raw, forced to back off. Lord still coming down the bot lane. Felix gonna move over to the mid side. Burmese Ghouls should be able to shred down the Lord. But let's keep our eyes on MP. He's gonna try to maybe take something else. Wants to get as much material as the first Lord as he can.
All right, in a bout of, I'd say, carelessness of not checking that bush, they serve up a kill to Kusei. All right, you stop the snowballing and you let Stitch get a little bit of gold, get a little bit of XP ahead of his lane mate now. With that said, this should help the Ghouls get back up, but they're not out of the woods just yet. They're still staring down a map that's not favored to them. They're still looking at engagements wherein they're not exactly finding the right targets, and they're still playing very defensively.
Watch for Boxy here. Boxy's gonna stay hidden in this tri-bush. He's just waiting for the next target to walk up right now.
I mean,
Burmese Ghouls, I think, have to just keep playing this safe currently.
Yeah, no, I totally agree. I think that Burmese Ghouls, they're waiting for that mistake, right? Do it again. Lock him down.
Comes Boxy with concealed play. Gets a knock up on the 2 members. Suppression comes in, though. Blink's trying to defend, but it's too much damage. The King able to find his targets, lock on, and Blinks goes down. Felix does create the space. Raw there as well. Stole the decimation, looking for someone to himself.
The massive collapse. Burmese Ghouls can't answer to that. Even underneath a tier 2 and an inhibitor, Siusun still gets their way. With that said, I think they have to play inside their base, and they have to use the hook. The hook has to be more than just a zoning tool.
Yeah, it's got to land at some point, right? It's got to land on a key target. And Kusei, he's not going to be as careless as he was before. It's going to be a learning lesson, but still a learning lesson coming off with a profit of at least 4.7k as a gold lead. Not too bad overall, right? I mean, look at the damage out. Raw on top, immediately under him is going to be Stitch, and there's only so much Stitch can do.
Yep, they really haven't done much to stop Siusun's forward momentum. Again, they killed Felix twice. He's the front liner. They caught out Kusei once because he didn't check a bush. The other, they really just collapsed onto him top lane. I guess it's that top lane sequence that I want to see again from the Ghouls. If they're able to do that, and they're able to force Siusun to make mistakes and punish them, then we will see this game go past the 18-minute mark. But we're very far from that. We're at 12 just about now, and Nico can't even secure his own purples. Wow! Siusun puts it on the right targets too. Raw and MP.
I mean, this is where we expect to see Siusun actually start to accelerate. 2-level lead against Nico. Let's see how they play this out.
All right, Nico keeping tabs. Maybe trying to make a cheeky steal here. A lot is on the line. A ticket home could be the edge of this. The King able to lock on. Carbon goes down to Raw first. Is that another one? A double kill for Raw. A decimation for them all. Make it a triple. Raw is online.
Oh, this is brutal. This is just brutality. See you soon. They just muscle
Raw
their way
brutality.
forward. Raw brutality even. And now they want inhibitors.
Oh, they're gonna get him too. Here we go! King into the backside Stitch. Gonna fall. See you soon. Not trying to see you soon right now. Burmese Ghouls. Nothing but Lena. All they need is a half a cannon minion. And ladies and gentlemen, Burmese Ghouls will be going home. See you soon. Move forward in the bracket.
I mean, congratulations to see you soon in a sweeping motion. Puts down the final slash against the Burmese Ghouls. What a match that was, but it hurts. It hurts my heart to see. GG, well played.
Thank you to our Burmese contenders showing up, taking the long road, and still carrying the pride of their country, the legacy of Burmese MLBB, and showing what Myanmar's got in terms of MLBB esports. GG, well played.
Very well done by See You Soon. Cambodia secure